shadow falls. Father stirs a boiling flood, turning into crystal suns. Each star speaks the still its tongue. The hunger calls to everyone. Chains and gleam, sugar nightmares shake the dream. Eyes can't think in life in trance. Sweetness clings from in its hand. Shining shell, lures of ash, unspoken hell. Veils of sweetness to save the eyes. Beyond the hug of face that rise. In every shard of darkened light, each glimpse a glimpse of those who died. Candyborn, the truth revealed. Candyborn, my faith is sealed. From sweetness born I find demise. A candy cracked and hollow skies. Candyborn, sugar misery, in this world my soul decays. Design in candy mesh. Father's words were never mine. His syrup threads the cracked design. The sweetness lingers in the wind. Whispers of the Candyborn being kid.
Crystallized by candy's grudge, my heart and starters fates to die. The hunger writhing deep inside. The touch of bed entwines these cells. Sugars curse my private hell. I scream, but every cry is drowned in syrup's grasp. I'm tightly bound. Last is trapped through fading time. I watch my life displaced and ride. The shadow leaves its lens so tight. This parasite consumes my life. Sanguine Syrup.
trackless days. Now I stand in Zeus' race. No escape, I cannot see. It's Sanguine Syrup, I say stupid. The syrup steps, it still symptoms, consuming mouth and flesh and bone. It drinks my brains, my blood swallows me whole. Hollowed out, it takes control. No longer mine, my will gives way. A Candyborn now seeks today. Crimson tide's coming for good. All seeing hunger now understood. My blood is done, it's all alive. But heart of ice beneath the sky. It's Syrup's grip, I see still pain. Those are pains like what was made. I grind my teeth, a silent scream. Pressure builds, a fractured dream. These splits within glass, crawling clouds as moving fast. Now I'm tired of their bites and patience in no within sight. Feel the pulse of blood beneath my skin. The hunger cleanses and draws me in. Brittle shards below my crown, fall fragments sinking down. I bite to clean what's left as mine. The hunger grows from deep inside. We are not one. I feel the swarm, a hive of thought in endless form. Each kraken calls, whispers my name. I bite, I break, I'm not the same. Crumbling crowns, I shatter and break. Crumbling crowns, how much can I take? Deep cracks, I'm not giving in, no time to make. Rot in my pain. Crumbling crowns, I bleed and cry. Crumbling crowns, I lose my mind. Deep step beneath the waves, they're guiding me. I think my fate. I taste the sugar, sinking scent, thick as hell. My breath is spent. The hunger calls, I pay a price. Taste slips away like brittle ice. Fighting back a crooked break. The hunger calls for all to make. The flames and whispers call me in. A candy of squid flesh and bitten. The silent voices, asking candy loose, we wear a mask. Touching they not alone. I try to fight but flesh wounds. Grain of teeth and a sound. The hive is not pulling down. The hunger based on with my face. The hum and face, it's in my brain. Crumbling crowns, one that I take. Crumbling crowns, fine I break. Heavy crack to the purple mask. My will consumed, this cannot last. Crumbling crowns, let's do the veins. Crumbling crowns, let's swing in pain. Moving quick, that voice of my legs. The hunger calls and wait a line. She shattered, cross dissolved.
feast against bodies clash. Skeletal hands made of sweet candy twine. Nothing meat but the caramel streams. Doesn't they feast unseen? Flesh dance, candy death, sweet hollow sour breath.
Classic way. Crack the smiles, no trace of frown.